is the gateway to the Isles. One of the regular ferries sails to the magical island of Mull, an experience not to be missed. Awaiting the ferry on the other side is one of the steam trains of Scotland's only island railway, Mull Rail. This narrow gauge line was built in the 1980s to enable visitors to reach the newly opened Torosay Castle. Pride of place goes to Victoria, a Baldwin Type 262 tank engine built in 1993, specially for Mull Rail. The railway's original locomotive is named Lady of the Isles. At Tarmstead Loop, Victoria waits for the diesel, then Alden, to pass. The line now enters the forest, an area of dense woodland, rhododendrons, and wild gull. From the station at Torosay, it's just a short walk to the stately home of Torosay Castle. The house was designed by leading Victorian architect David Bryce and was completed in 1858. Torosay was acquired by the Guthrie family in 1865 and is still their family home. The Italian gardens came later. The statue walk features 18th century Venetian statues. Returning to the mainland, we rejoin British Rail for the journey up the Oban branch to Crianlarich. Approaching Crianlarich on the shores of Loch Etive, the line runs through woods and rock cuttings. The loch attracts many birds, including herons and swans. Crianlarich, historic Scotland has preserved Britain's most complete example of a charcoal-fueled iron furnace. When Bonaway was founded in 1753, the presence of trees rather than iron ore determined the siting of blast furnaces. 100 years later, all of Loch Etiv's birch and oak forest had been felled for charcoal. The furnace was driven by water power, and the finished pig iron was transported back to the owners in Cumbria via Loch Etiv. Most of the loch is inaccessible except by boat, but each day there's a 3-hour cruise into some of the finest mountain scenery in Scotland.
Loch Etiv in Gaelic means dark or roaring loch, and is actually classed as a fjord. During the Ice Age, glacial action scooped this out, and it breaks into the sea. The mountains hereabouts on our right-hand side is the Crianlarich range, that extends all the way back to Dalmally, and the highest peak there is 3,695 feet. To our left-hand side is Ben Durnish, just under 2,000 feet. The vessel to our left is called the Gannet. Ronnie Campbell, skipper.
Wildlife is equally spectacular. Golden eagles fly high above, while seals and cormorants bask on the rocks. Crianlarich, Loch Etiv and Dalmally are next, after the trains pass beneath the shadow of Ben Crianlarich through the boulder-strewn pass of Brandon. Falls of Crianlarich is the latest station on the line and serves the visitor centre at the Crianlarich hydroelectric power plant. Special electric buses run to the turbine hall, almost a mile into the heart of the hollow mountain.
Now, one thing to note at the end of the tunnel, that certain sections of the wall have been lined with concrete.
Inside, it's warm enough for tropical plants.
Excavation work started in the spring of 1962 with the boring of the initial tunnels to give access to what was to be the roof level of the main cavern. And you'll appreciate the vision, skill and achievement of this British engineering project, which was designed, constructed and installed over a 5-year period.
More than 1,000 feet up is the reservoir which supplies the head of water for the turbine. Loch Etiv is one of Scotland's longest, deepest and most beautiful lochs. In the summer, the little steam launch Lady Rowena provides regular cruises. ruins of Kilchurn Castle are set dramatically on the shores of the Loch. This was once the Campbell stronghold, when the Highlander earned his living from cattle. The clearances followed, when thousands of people were evicted to make room for sheep. At Dalmally, there is a unique octagonal church. The line from Crianlarich reached here in the 1870s, some years before it arrived at Oban. To the south of the village, there is a memorial to the celebrated Gaelic poet, Duncan Ben MacIntyre. It provides splendid views back to Lahore and Ben Cruach. The last part of the journey follows Glenlochy back to Tindrum and Crianlarich. It has been a magnificent journey, but there is one final treat in store. Every summer, there are special trains on the line to the lake. Normally, these are hauled by preserved steam locomotives stationed at Fort William, but a long period of dry weather has led to a ban because of fire risk. The depot's Class 37 diesel locomotives come to the rescue and ensure that the Jacobite departs on time. On the outward trip, there's a short break at Glenfinnan, allowing time to take in the views and listen